Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Lance. Now this goes out wide for Drake. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Lawrence. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown. DJ Chark. 85 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Completes this out left to Ruggs. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 2nd and a yard, Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. a nickel set for third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 7.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Lance. Catch made, it's Moreau.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Jaguars 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken way up at the 25. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A quick throw complete to Chark. And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Once more, ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Etienne.
And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deshaun Jackson, 48 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is down to a field goal. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down.
Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Lance now on first down.
Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance, they swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of first. Lance and company going on fourth down. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field.
And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. 20. 10. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You forced. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Our ball, baby. Our ball.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Foster Moreau with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
The open man is sharp. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Blue draw Corker. Snap.
A give running right, ETN.
The beautiful fake. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Make it happen.
Carlos Hyde. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages for this 3rd quarter.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Six yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance.
The open man here, Renfro. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Reception here by Ruggs.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Rolling to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A little bit of a break for the offense with that football going out of bounds. Remember, they haven't turned it over yet, Charles.
Yeah, and they've taken care of the ball so well. They had to feel good about their chances and their opportunities. Remember the old adage, the team making the fewest mistakes will win? They almost cost themselves with that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Being chased out left. It's complete to Drake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Lance going to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Foster Moreau
there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this, a very short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here's Lance.
He'll buy some time right. Catch made. It's Moreau. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Lance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Working from the gun, Lance.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.